Hi everybody. I am going to paring apples. I'm only just taking out the middle of it. I have decided that I need to make some apple butter because I'm behind on the cooking and the preserving and all that. So I said, you know what, I know a way to get rid of about 100 apples real quick, and that's by making apple butter. So I am paring them up right now. Well, I'm not paring them. Like I said, I'm just going to cut the seeds and the brown parts off. And then what I recommend you do before you make apple butter is, and anything that you're going to make jelly out of, okay? Unless you just don't care if you eat bugs and don't know it, but so many fruits and stuff get bugs in them that you can't see, little thrips and stuff they're called. And they're little tiny, like, larvas and just disgusting things that get in berries and in mulberries. Oh my God, are loaded with little worms when you eat them. So what oops, I threw the scrap in there. So what I recommend you do is you get a nice big container that will hold your fruit really nicely, and you after you've got it cut up, you're gonna wash your fruits or vegetables or whatever, and especially, like I say, anything that's got little tiny holes, corn, all those kind of things get lots of bugs in it. And make you a big batch of warm water with baking soda in it, and let it soak for a good half hour or so. And then you know that all the stuff, and you'll see if there was bugs in it, they will come out, and you'll see how many bugs are hidden in this stuff. But anyway, that's the first thing I'm doing, and if you want to make this recipe, it's super easy, and you can make it even with as little as 4 large, like Granny Smith apples or something big like that. But I'm going hard, and I'm going to make it with 100 or so. And I'm making it in my slow cooker. I did lots of research on apple butter before I made it. Now, I have made it a few times, but I always wondered if I was making it right because I kind of winged it, just how my grandma made it. And I was making it right, but then I found all kinds of other ways to make it, little different spices and different methods of cooking it that I hadn't thought of. So how I'm going to make mine is in the big roaster because I have so many apples, but you can make it in a slow cooker, you can make it in a crock pot, type thing, or you can make it in a small roasting pan. You can bake it in the oven until it gets really soft, and then just mash it up, and it's a much chunkier type of apple butter. So anyway, I'm making mine today, and I'm making it in, like I said, in the big roasting pan. And then when I come back, we're going to, when I get this on, my husband's on his way home, so I want to get at least the end of that chapter that we left off with on last night. I want to get that done for you guys because I know he's going to have me busy when he gets home unloading the stuff and everything. So anyway, no run-ins with the chick. However, little update. My mom told me that the other day when my mom gave her a ride somewhere, and she felt guilty when we got back. My mom was like, "Where were you when we were trying to call you that morning?" She told my mom, "Oh, I was just exhausted from the day before, all that cooking and cleaning that I did. I was just exhausted. I couldn't get there till when I got there, 1:30. And my mom was, really? Well, my mom was still a little bit, like, unsure of the days of stuff that she had told her, what she had done, what days she had told her she did what and everything, right? And I told my mom, that is a bunch of malarkey. I said, she is not exhausted from cooking and cleaning. She went to Coral for 5 hours that day. 6 hours. I said, that's what she's exhausted from. That wears everybody out when you go to Socorro and it's hot and you have to do your shopping and everything. Yep, flat wears you out, and it's very hot down there. And I said, that's how she got worn out, not doing cooking and cleaning at your house. Don't let her fool you. So see, when my mom confronted her about that, a couple weeks ago, and she was pressuring my mom for money too. And like I said, my mom and I haven't gotten paid for that pay period yet. There was mistakes on our timesheets when we turned them in, and they were on the wrong timesheet or some bull corn. The lady always gives us a bunch of bull corn when we turn our stuff in, and it always makes us have to wait for our paycheck, and so we're a month behind on our paycheck now. And so my mom hasn't even gotten paid for it yet, and yet she's already paid the girl. Well, when my mom paid her, she was like, she says, well, you don't know me for this, and you don't know me for that, and she was like justifying and the hours that she was there, but she was like telling my mom, oh, and I wasn't there that day, so you don't know me for that. And she said, and Emery only owes me like $20, is what she told my mom. And Billy and the boys both confirmed today the hours that my mom and I had thought that she had been there, and we were right, and she did write it down, but, I hadn't even looked at it because I know what day she was there because Billy had already told me, and I knew, look what happens when she had already told me that, so, anyway, a little update on that, but yeah, she had already told my mom, $20. So, I'll let you know how that turns out. But it'll be a while before you hear from me about that again because, now see, even an apple like this, you want to go ahead and use it because that's just very ripe. So you just cut that out. It's not rotten. It's just gone very ripe in the middle. See? It just fell on my leg. And I just cut that all out and just, get rid of that nasty stuff. And, put it in with the apple butter. This is what you would use. This is what you would use your not so great apples for. You want to keep your really pretty ones that are still in good shape for pies or whatever. But when they start just getting a little bit soft and you don't really know what you're going to do with them, apple butter is a good way to go. All right. So anyway, I'll be back later. I'll show you the apple butter when it starts simmering, and I'll give you the little recipe. There's nothing to it, sugar and cinnamon. And I think we might put something a little bit different in ours, but we'll see when we get there. Okay? All right, be blessed. I'll talk to you later. Have a good evening. Bye.